Hello YouTube, this is Strunky. Welcome to the Road to Excellence with the Indian Panzer, and you're gonna get a lot of Indian Panzer matches because I've managed to get a whole bunch of ace tanker matches, and I'm pretty much wanting to show them all. Trying to, at the moment I have like 11 matches planned for show. So this is the first one. Well, I've actually had a couple ones before this, but currently just the Indian Panzer. And spoilers ahead, I've managed to get my third mark of excellence, and eventually I'll be showing you the match where I got the third mark. This is way back before I even got my first mark, but right at the moment I have 3 marks. And yeah, we're gonna go through the matches. Total of 92 was what I needed to get my third mark. We are on Malinovka top tier, and let's see how we will go. Now look at the map. It's not really a lot going to the hill. VK and a Leva and a T-28 prototype. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go to the middle place here, and apparently the enemy OHO and 12 ton have already been killed, so that's very good. I'm gonna take a peek over here, and will I get a shot at the defender? Yes, I will. Now this, I keep mentioning it, this medium line, just especially starting at the T-28, the Indian Panzer, just really good sniping tanks. And I already have the Leopard prototype, been playing it as well, really loving it, and that's a great sniper tank as well. And meanwhile in the chat, apparently an ally accidentally bounced on another ally, but he's not making a big deal out of it because it bounced. And I've actually had a couple of moments in World of Tanks where an ally bounced on another ally and he started to shoot back, even though it bounced and didn't do any damage. So that's a bit of a weird mentality, huh? Meanwhile, there's still not a lot of tanks going to the hill. Just 3 heavies. Our prototype is staying behind, which is pretty logical since it's tank destroyer, even though it has heavy tank capabilities with the amazing armor it has frontally. Try to shoot at the Emil, who's driving away, I believe, showing his rear, but I bounce off of his tank. Lately I've been bouncing a lot of shells on Emils, so they're really bouncy. Even on the side of the turret I've actually managed to bounce for some apparent reason, so yeah, pretty weirded out by it. I have the Emil 1 as well myself, but currently have not a complete crew because some of my female Swedish crew members are stuck on my tank destroyer line, which is still on the IKV 65-2 or something like that, the tier 6. Got 10,000 XP to go for the next tank on tier 7. Now I'm trying to play a bit sneaky, try to spot anything that might come forward, the VK, the Chaffee, something like that. And the VKA said his tank is pretty good, and I told him, well, the armor got buffed, which is pretty true. I've got to try that tank again sometime in the future. Seems to be pretty good now, even though it was already pretty good, but maybe it's even better now with the good armor. Super Pershing is calling... No, our Yak Panzer IV is calling the enemy Super Pershing a cheater or something. Oh well. There's not a lot of exciting stuff happening in this match at the moment, huh? Just me waiting for any sniping shots while slowly the hill is advancing. Now they're starting to push down, and I'm deciding to start to help. But there's a Chaffee, he's been spotted. I don't want to get spotted myself, so I try to drive away from the Chaffee. I think I'm in a decent range, but he spots me, sadly enough. Having a pretty decent crew. Sadly enough, shoot him in the tracks. But I hope I'm at least spotting him. Don't think that is the case, but I did manage to kill him without taking any shots in return, which is pretty good. Now our heavy tanks are stuck on the top of the hill. Not willing to go down, obviously, so I'm gonna try to help them by going down this route, which is far more efficient than going next to the water, because then you'll just get sniped from the enemy team from the south side. So this is mostly just a safe route to go, especially when going over to the left. You have some extra hard cover actually. Now weirdly enough, the defender manages to bounce off my side. Where did he bounce? No idea, but I do some spotting damage and the T-28 prototype destroys the defender, takes him out. And the VKA asks if the prototype is good, and it's a pretty good tank, even though it's got a new weak spot, the cupola. It used to be opened up, but then again it has better RT protection right now. So at the moment I haven't really done much, and yeah, the attack has just been started. AT-15 is standing in the open. Try to go for the side, penetrate him, and I think track him as well. Gotta go for another blind shot. KV-85 apparently shoots an HE shell at me, only doing 24 damage. Well, good luck at killing me off that way. Let's get a closer look. There's a prototype. Maybe I can get one in the side. Yes, that side is very thin, and with an angle like that it's not enough for me to bounce because I have 212 penetration. Now there's the AT-15. Shot in the side, no problem for my 212 pen. Shoot another one in the side. Nice, nice. I get spotted though, so I should look out for any shots in return. Maybe by artillery, the Hummel or something like that. See if we can track him. There we have him tracked, which is pretty important. Keep your enemy tracked and you'll get a lot of assisting damage. Go for the cupola. And now the AT-15 is starting to pump those shells back into me. Try to drive away, make sure to get out of his gun arc. Use my gun depression, take him out. Next target, KV-85, who was firing HE at me earlier. Get another shot in. And I think, pretty sure he's still over there, so I'm gonna keep shooting. Right at this moment I'm not very sure anymore if he's still there, so I make a push to go even more forward. Let's see, we have the Oni over there, and I see him pushing the wreck, so I just know where he is, giving away his position like that. Go for the KV-85, and my shot misses, sadly enough. Oh well, we still have two enemy tanks to go, Super Pershing and the Hummel. And the Super Pershing is standing over there, showing me the side of his turret. Shoot one in, penetrates very nicely. Let's see, shoot one, another penetrating hit. Oh, now he's kind of hiding behind cover. Very weirded out how that shot panned. Very weird. And we've just passed the 3000 damage, which gives us the win. Basically the end of the match. And well, 3000 damage, 746 spotting damage is apparently enough for an ace tanker, which is pretty easy to get an ace tanker that way. 3000 isn't that super special in a tier 8. It's a great game, but it's not that super epic. But it is an ace tanker match. It was a good game. And yeah, the push of the heavies on the hill was very nice. Here we go at the inbell results. We had an ace tanker, fighter, fire for effect, and a high caliber medal. Team score, 5 sword by XP. I apparently did a lot more damage. Would you take a look at that? All those blind shots. Now I'm not very sure what I shot blind. I think yeah, the KV-85, and there's actually also the Oni that I killed, which was showing his side. Yeah. Did I? No, that was just one shot. Okay, so that was one penetrating shot in the KV-85. How about the Oni? Oh well. Yeah, so that was a total of 3,790. Now suddenly that ace tanker makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? 1214 base XP, and well, 35,000 credits profit. Was running it with a booster while grinding, so that's a total of 3,642 experience. Very nice. And yeah, one of the many ace tankers I have had with the Indian Panzer. Apparently it's been downloaded 5 times, one extra because of myself downloading it. But yeah, that was it. Many more to come. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.